It worked. What is going on, everybody? Got a different camera angle for you tonight. Want to see what y'all are up to tonight, hanging out, getting a little Q&A with S&J going here. We are we just had to fight our kids out of the room. They are very mad because I kicked one of them off so the internet would work better. So just let me check my audio and video here real quick.
I literally paused my game to be here.
That's right. Jocelyn was deep into Zelda on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, that camera is the one we're using tonight.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we are checking this out. I see a lot of people rolling in. Good to see everybody here tonight. Make sure you change the chat to all panelists. Make sure you change it to, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, change it to not panelists and everyone. Attendees. Everyone in the meeting. All panelists and attendees. It should say everyone, I think is what it actually says. Let us know if you can hear us. If you can hear us, if you can see us and hear us, let us know. We want to make sure that you can hear us and that we're both equally as loud. Can you hear Jocelyn as loud as you can hear me? That's the real question.
All right.
You need to talk, Jocelyn, or they won't know if they can hear you. Give them a 1, 2, 3 or something, Jocelyn.
Okay.
Testing I 1, 2, 3.
My puppy is down on the floor. You can't see him tonight. Usually he comes on to the camera with us.
Yeah, we were just breaking up a fight between our kids, so we're a little flustered, but because we've all been locked at home for like 6 months now, so we're pretty fired up about this.
If you have a question, there is a Q&A box down at the bottom. Go ahead and put that in there, as well as any success stories that you may have.
All right.
And this is the time of quarantine we're in.
Jocelyn, it is 1 o'clock.
It
is 1 o'clock in quarantine. Yeah, it's man, it has been a crazy. We're starting to loosen up a little bit. How is everything going where you are with quarantine? Are they loosening up restrictions a little bit? Are people being safe and still social distancing? We are in that camp where we believe, hey, we are equally worried about coronavirus, our own mental health, and the government telling us what to do. We're kind of in the middle. We're just looking at all these crazy things. We have no good decisions going any direction right now. But we've got some amazing things happening in the Flip Your Life community. Got a couple amazing podcasts coming out. Wanted to tell you guys about, give you guys some news and updates as everybody gets logged in here. Go ahead and tell us who you are and where you're from. Tell us where's everybody watching from tonight? Give us city and state. Let us know. Still locked down in New York. City and state. Where are you from? Georgia. Georgia's opening for business, Becky. I'm interested to see what's going on there. Laura's up in Nicholasville. We've got some great podcasts coming out the next couple of weeks. You're really going to wait to make sure that you're subscribed and you're getting those. We have our own Jennifer Dixon is going to be on next week, and she's going to be talking about how her online business saved her brick and mortar business when the coronavirus shut down her yoga studio. She was able to turn on her online business and keep all of her members. It's an incredible story, and we may have cried more than once during the recording of that episode, so I cannot wait to bring that to you guys. And also, we've got Paul's story. Paul might be here yet. I don't know. He's usually here. Paul Clifford, he reached 100 members in the middle of a global pandemic. I mean, even though everything was going crazy, he was able to add 20, 30 additional members to his membership and finally hit that 100-member mark. So a lot of good things happening. Make sure, if you have not yet, Jocelyn, drop a link to the podcast in the chat from iTunes. We're going to drop a link to the podcast from iTunes. If you are not subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't be. So go to iTunes, go to our podcast, and then right-click on the cover art, and it'll give you a link directly to the URL. So go, and also too, we'd love to get some reviews tonight while you're sitting here listening to these Q&As.
If you've never reviewed the podcast, then first of all, why not?
Well, why not?
And second of all, do it.
You have to go all the way. You have to go into our podcast, and right from there you can get the URL. Just right-click on the picture.
I'm trying, but it's not working.
It should work. All right. As soon as Jocelyn gets that URL, we're going to send that to you. And if we could get you to give us a review tonight, that's going to help us reach more people. It's going to help us grow the community. I don't know if that's the right one. Yeah, it might be.
I think it is.
It should be. Yeah. Okay. And check that out. But if you haven't given a review, make sure you at least subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss Jennifer Dixon or Paul Clifford's story.
We've got some really good ones coming up.
Yeah, there's some really amazing stories, some big things happening. And we've also got Nikki Roush coming up. She's going to talk about how her membership made $47,000 in February. In 1 month. Just an amazing, amazing story. She's another person who's been grinding and building that membership for a while now, and she's been doing some absolutely amazing things. All right, let me see. Have we got any Q&As yet? Let's see here. All right, we got, looks like 5 or 6 Q&As. If you're just logging in, welcome. Make sure that you click on the Q&A box and leave a question or a success story. If you've had a success story in the last week or two, we want to make sure that we hear about it and we celebrate that on the member call with the entire community today. So go ahead and put that in the Q&A box right now. If you've got any success stories, we want to get to those too. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let me turn Jocelyn into a panelist. I got the hardwood. I'm going with hardwood. That's what I go with. Wait, what? You did? Jocelyn. We're supposed to be living on the budget in case the apocalypse happens. You know what I mean? Okay, so Jocelyn got a bag. I think we can allow that. We're also buying tons of furniture. Is her mic off? So check.
Oh, yep.
Jocelyn flipped her mic
I
off.
turned it off.
So she just said she bought a Kate Spade bag. If you missed that one,
yeah, I might have impulse purchased a pink bag a few days ago.
A total survival necessity in the apocalypse.
Clearly,
Kate Spade bag. All right. Amber goes, but it's 50% off. That's amazing.
I know. I couldn't resist. One of my friends posted it on Facebook, and I love this bright pink, and I was like, all right, I have to have that.
All right, guys, we've got a couple of people commented in the Q&A. We need if you've got a question, go ahead and put that in there right now. And if you've got a success story, go ahead and put that in right now. As soon as I get to 10 questions, which I think we're at 6 right now. Jill put wrong place. Watch this, because I have to do this. I have to hit that.
Oh, okay.
And then it appears.
Now I can see it.
Yeah, I can give them to you one at a time. So go ahead and put, anybody that's got any questions, ask them right now. We do not wait for questions. We just roar through them. We get all the questions right now. So if you've got a question about your online business, if you want to grow your membership right now, if you want to go out and make money, listen, every company that we have right now is up. Our memberships are killing it because we can reach out anywhere in the world. And even though there's a lot going on, and even though the economy looks crazy when you're watching the news, when you have an online business, you can go to the places that it's not affecting as much. You can go to the markets and the niche markets where it's not impacting it as much, and you can still grow your company. We've been growing all of our companies. Everything has been hitting new milestones and new top peaks, and it's all happening right now. And we see it day in and day out in the Flip Your Life community. We're seeing memberships grow. We're seeing people find new members. We're seeing people change their offer just a little bit so that they can pitch it back to their list during these crazy times, and they can still build their membership. So don't miss this opportunity. I'm at 9 right now. Let's get that 10th question in, and then we're going to get started here in just a second. And if you've got a success story, I want to hear it.
Pop it in that Q&A.
All right. Now, before we get started, we're going to tell you some exciting news. You guys are going to get pumped up about this. I can't remember who it was that always asked us about an affiliate program, but stay tuned because we're going to talk about that. But before we get started, I have a special surprise for all of you. We are going to give you the first look into the new Flip Your Life community, the brand new platform that we're going to be rolling out very, very soon, probably toward the end of May is when it's going to start rolling out. And who wants to see the first look inside of the Flip Your Life community? You got to get excited. If I don't see any happiness and excitement over in the chat box, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Bring it, Brooks. I do. We got all this. This is the first time that this has ever been debuted, and then I'm going to do something that we have not done since, was it 2014 when we launched the Flip Your Life course for the first time?
Yeah, something like that.
We're going to give a few of you an opportunity to be in our beta group, to be able to come in and play inside of the new Flip Your Life community, and also hang out with me a couple times next month, not only to give me feedback and help, and you get to shape the future of the Flip Your Life community, but we're going to be doing some special, smaller, intimate office hours just for the people who are going to be in this beta group. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I see some me please, cool, let me in, okay? And but we'll talk more about the beta group in just a second. We're going to get to all your questions. We're up to 12 questions. Awesome. See some success stories. But I did want to show you inside the new Flip Your Life community. So now, granted, work in progress. We are under construction. I've been working day in and day out. You can ask Jocelyn here. I've been crushing it on this thing, and we've got some cool things that are going to happen. And the new community is your mind's going to be blown. Okay, now let's hope it works when I click on it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's see here. I'm going to share my screen. All right. As you can see, this is being built inside of Kajabi. All right. It's being built inside of Kajabi. Here is the inside, the back end of Kajabi. We are switching all of our businesses to Kajabi because we absolutely love the platform. But we're here to see inside of the new Flip Your Life community. Pull up your chat box so I can see that. What do y'all think right now? Just a first impression. How beautiful does that look? I mean, look at this, but wait until you see how much easier it is to get around the community, to do the community. I mean, it is just, it's everything we've been working for in the last couple of years is coming together. Now, I'm just giving you the sneakiest of the sneak previews here. So we're not going to go through.
This is not the gospel.
This is not the gospel.
Change.
It's changing a little bit. It's evolving. I'm not saying it's evolving. The beta group people are going to be able to help me evolve this a little bit, but we've got a lot more interaction. We've simplified the entire interface so that you can get access to everything in the community right here on the homepage. There's not going to be any hunting for courses. There's not going to be any looking around for things. It's going to be very simple to use. Okay, so at the top here, you're going to see an announcement bar. All right, this is where we're going to be delivering important things for you, like Flip Your Life community members. Our director of content started yesterday, so our content output is about to go insane. We've always said, we try to get the podcast out first to the Flip Your Life community. We are going to be releasing these podcasts at least a week early for you guys so that you guys can come in here, and those new episodes of the Flip Lifestyle podcast, they are going to have audio and video for you guys to watch, actually. So you're going to be able to see other members of the Flip Your Life community that we're talking to on the podcast, and those announcements are going to be happening up here. You're going to be able to manage your profile, your account, and just get any help you need from support right here on this top bar. So you're never going to have to hunt for anything, never going to have to look for anything ever again. This part, I'm not going to click on this because I've not activated this yet, but member calls will always be front and center. I know that's been a struggle in the last few months, people finding when the member calls are, how to get to the member calls, all your member, it's going to be right here. As soon as you log in, whenever you need to know when the next Q&A is, you're going to be able to look through that. You can see here, this is a super secret thing that's not open yet, but not only will we have our world famous forums, which I want to show you in just a second, but we are opening up a special Facebook group just for Flip Your Life community members. So you're going to have access to our team. Jocelyn and I are interviewing for a new role, our director of retention, the person who's going to manage our community and our customer service for us and help us with membership retention. They are going to be available, and their team is going to be available at all times in the forums. But Jocelyn and I are going to be doing some special things in a new exclusive Facebook group, and nobody can get in there right now, so it's top secret. Except for the people who joined the beta group tonight, they're going to get access to us through that Facebook group, okay? All right, now, the crown jewel of our new platform is a simplified, more streamlined Flip Your Life blueprint. We have redone every single step of the Flip Your Life blueprint, and we have put it in an easy, smooth, straight order that anyone can start here and go to phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in 7 steps, they've got an online memberships that is making money. It is clearly identified where you are. But for those of you who may be more advanced, maybe you came in and you already have your idea and you already know your goals and you already know who your members are and you're ready to start your membership. You're going to be able to jump right to the phase you're in, and we are going to be helping you do that along the way. We are expanding our team. We are expanding all the people that work with the team that works with us in the Flip Your Life community, and we're going to make sure that faster than ever, you know exactly where to go to get inside. So let me show you just in one area here. I'm just going to go inside of one area. We're only going to give a little preview here. But here's what our course area looks like now. When you go into phase 1, it tells you exactly what order that you're going to do things. So if you're someone who doesn't have an idea, you haven't figured out your idea yet, you just log in here, phase 1.1, find your idea. 1.2, research your idea to make sure it can make money online. Part 3, choose your idea. This is a new course that we've added to help you decide when you've got that shiny object syndrome when you're chasing squirrels. It's going to help you pick the first idea that you're going to try. And then each section will have bonuses as well. The cool thing is, too, when you get inside of the course area, all of our downloads are going to be over in one sidebar where you're going to be able to get your workbook. And, of course, we have a comment area open. You can ask questions now on specific courses. Our team will get immediate notifications that you have asked a question, and we will get back with you as fast as possible to make sure that you don't get any hangups, you don't get any stops. Everything is perfect right here. Our new system, the video system that we're using right now in Kajabi, can actually tell us exactly what minute you've watched to. And if you get stuck or you stop, or we can set up automated reminders that say, hey, you left off at 15 minutes in the idea course, come on back. And it'll actually link you, we think, directly back to the place where you left off. You can keep up with your progress inside of every course, and you can watch all of these right here. We've got easy navigation to get back where you came from. I know that navigation has been a struggle for some people inside of the current Flip Your Life community layout. That will not be a problem ever again because we've got all of this right here. Now, let's look at the forums. Let's see how the forums are going to change. We're going to try to import all of the conversations that are already in the Flip Your Life community. I think I figured out a way to do this today inside of the forum area so that we've got all of our old conversations ready to roll. But look how beautiful this forum looks. Please load. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Look how beautiful this looks. Fail. First fail. All right, I got to backdoor this because I don't have it activated yet. Where's my forums? All right, so I'm going to click on this.
And you're seeing there Kajabi. We are really liking Kajabi right now.
It's the greatest thing ever. Absolutely. It is the gold standard in memberships, period.
And they're doing like a 28-day trial, I think. And I have a link for it, so I'll stick that in there for you.
All right, let's see. Go back to the chat so I can see what people are saying.
Hold on.
All right. So look here. We'll put that link in a second. Let's go to let's go then. I need to see the chat. All right. So I want you to give me a little feedback here as we're looking through this. So you can see Jocelyn and I toasting you in the forums here. Here we go. But this is the simplified, streamlined new Flip Your Life forums. Okay. It is not completely done yet. I'll probably add a couple more things, and we're still getting all of our CSS and our coding correctly for the colors. But we're going to have 3 main areas now. We're going to have the news and bonuses. We're going to be giving you guys massive amounts of value. You can click in here. You can look through all of the latest new and top posts in any of the forum. We're going to have our general forum. This is where you ask questions, where you can get help, where you can help each other. We're going to import all the old topics and things like that. Once that's done, the forums will be open. And then, of course, we have our success stories forum. We are going to combine the action plan into the general forum because there's a way we can organize that. But I want to show you guys how easy it's going to be, one, to create a post. Look at this. You click this button. You can make your post. Y, T, all right. And then you just select what forum you want it to go in. And if I drop that in the general forum, I can post it. You can now add pictures and videos and links and all kinds of things. We have so much more functionality. Who's excited about getting in this new forum and crushing it with us? But here's an even cooler part, all right? See this? If you see that normally on the sidebar we had who's logged in, right? But you could never really interact with them. You're going to be able to hit this button and there's going to be a live chat. There's going to be a live chat where you can hang out together and talk to each other. If you look down and to the right, you see 30 people on. You're going to be able to have a live chat and just hang out in real time whenever you want to. We're going to have all kinds of filters and stuff on this too. So it's going to be really tightly controlled from spam or anything else. And it's just going to be an amazing tool to build community inside. We're going to be using that Facebook group. The private Facebook group is going to be an interesting place where we're going to do some special things and really highlight what's going on inside of the Flip Your Life community. So that is the new and improved Flip Your Life community area. It's still being built. It's still being active. And I want to know real quick, who is dying to get in Flip Your Life community? Who wants to be inside? Who wants to be a part of our beta group for that? Now, again, this is going to be an exclusive group. Okay, I'm gonna stop my share if I know how. All right, I don't want to get too many people in here, but so we are going to screen it. There is going to be a small cost to it because I only want the most serious people.
And we want people who will actually participate.
Yes, I want people who are going to show up at my meetings. I'm going to be doing 2 meetings. There's going to be a big benefit for you because I'm going to do private Q&A. I'm going to do 2 private Q&As with this beta group twice a month in office hours. This is outside of our normal member calls. So you know how sometimes we don't get to all the questions? I'm going to get to all your questions. You're going to be able to jump on these calls and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to be doing some feedback, okay, on the Flip Your Life community. You're going to get first crack at all the new trainings, all the new courses to play around in here and to break things as I build it, right? And I'm going to be, every day of May, we're going to be adding new things inside of the Flip Your Life community, okay? So it's going to be a really cool experience. It's the first beta we have done for any kind of community in, let's see, almost 7 years, okay? So here's what's going to happen, all right? Breaking things is my specialty.
Then we need you.
All right, so I want to click that link. That link should work. If you want to be a part of the beta group, it is going to be a flat $100, not recurring. And that's going to cover both of those calls in May, okay? It's going to be a flat $100. I'm going to take the first 20 people that sign up tonight, okay? If we don't get 20 tonight, I'm sending it to the entire membership tomorrow, and that's going to be the first 20 that get to come inside. You'll still have full access to the old community as well.
The link doesn't work.
The link doesn't work? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Of course it doesn't.
Internet marketing
of
pros
course it
right
doesn't.
here.
Hold on. Yeah, it does. Let me see here. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it does.
Hold on. Maybe it got like cut off or something.
Hold on. It works. Totally works. I just clicked on it.
It worked for me.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Try it again. I just clicked on it. Just clicked on it, and it worked. I just clicked
is
on
anybody else having trouble?
All right, so there it is. All right, this is the Flip Your Life. Maybe I need to
Okay, they said copy and paste, and it will
copy
work
and paste,
if it's
and
not working when you click on it.
So I'm not sure why that's happening, but it does work. I just copy and pasted it myself, and it does work, okay? All right, so check that out. The first 20 people that want to be in my beta group, you're going to get in the beta group. Let me save this. Maybe I didn't save it.
Hold on. My kids are like screaming, and we have a baby monitor up there, and it's really loud.
Yeah. All right. Turn that off so they don't kill each other. All right. Try it now. I just actually saved the link again to see if it worked. Okay. As soon as I get a couple confirmations that you've made it to the page, we'll be good to go. All right. Tell me if it's working. I just got it. It worked for me, Brooke said. It worked, but I was... it worked, but I was signing up. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. So if you want to be a part of my May beta group for the new Flip Your Life community, you're going to get a couple special things. Number one, you're going to watch me in real time build out a new membership area and roll out the launch. I'm going to give you a sneak peek behind the curtain here, and you get to watch us launch the membership. It's going to be absolutely crazy because you're basically going to see me build everything that we have ever learned about memberships over the next 2 weeks.
Especially if you're interested in Kajabi, like this would be really helpful for you.
Yes. If you want to learn more about Kajabi, I've been playing with it now for 8 months, and I'm ready to go all in on it. Okay. So you're going to be able to see me, Shane Sams, build this membership community from scratch. You're going to get to watch me relaunch it to the entire audience that we have. I'm going to give you access to my launch emails. You're going to be able to get a hold of those as I write them. As I build out the community, you're going to see new things, new courses. I've got 3 of the phases online right now. You're going to be able to get in there and take action on all that stuff. You are going to have feedback. You're going to have direct access. Again, we're charging $100 because I want serious people. I want people who care about the community, who care about the future of the Flip Your Life community, who are membership masters for life, and they're all in on this membership model. They're all in on the Flip Your Life community. They're all in on the Flip lifestyle, and they want to change their family's future. So you're going to be able to shape the future of this community. You're going to get those 2 office hours with me. They're going to be on Zoom. We're going to see each other face to face. And it's going to be a Q&A format where I'm going to get some feedback from you on what's happening inside of the Flip Your Life community, and then I'm going to answer any questions that you might have, so you don't have to be left out in the cold.
Not necessarily about the community.
Anything at all, anything you want to ask. And here's a very, very special thing. We'll keep dropping that link in. Here's that link again. Okay, $100 flat fee. This is not a recurring payment. I'm just trying to have a filter on the beta group because I want serious people that vote with their wallets and care about the community. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So there's the link, Steve, right there in the chat box. Okay. If the time doesn't work, is there a refund to let someone else in? I will have multiple times, Cassie. So once I get the group, I'll probably do multiple times for the Q&A. Okay. So we'll make sure that we get that or we'll figure something out.
Yeah, and then there's other options we could do too. Like we can maybe record a special video for you to answer your questions.
We can go back and forth for messaging. We'll figure that out. Okay.
You could type your comments into us, that type of thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have forums and all sorts of stuff. It'll be cool. All right, and then anyone who joins this will get special access to our brand new thing. We've never done this before. Our Flip Your Life Community Ambassador Program. So one thing that our members have begged us for years is an affiliate program, because people always tell people about the Flip Your Life community, and they always like, man, I wish I was an affiliate. I would so push this everywhere I could because it's the most legit thing out there in online business, and I really want to tell my friends about it, but it would be so awesome if there was an affiliate program. And we are going to be doing an ambassador program. We don't have all the percentages worked out yet, but what we do know is this. If you promote people, our community, and if you get new members to join, this will be a monthly recurring affiliate payout. It'll probably be somewhere, I don't even know what it'll be, but let's just imagine it's 25%.
Well, let's not throw a number out there.
I'm just going to play with a number that I don't even know.
Because it becomes the number.
We got to do the math, right? But like, let's say that if it was 25%, and our membership, this new community, is going to be $99 a month or $100 a month. Well, you would get $24 a month for everybody you signed up. So if you signed up 10 people, you'd be getting $250 a month, and it would basically make your membership free because you would be in the community as well. So we're going to be doing.
Disclaimer: that is just theoretical.
Theoretical. We don't know the number. We don't know the number. I don't want to go broke here. Okay. Got a lot.
We got to make sure
we're hiring a lot of people.
This,
okay. But it's going to be a really good percentage. I would be shocked if it was not over 20 or 25%, and maybe even more at different times, different promotions, like for holidays.
And so you'll get to
things like that.
You'll get to be the first people to.
Yes.
You
will automatically be grandfathered into our new ambassador program. You will get the first shot to go out. Brooke says, I'm trying to give you money, but it's just signing me up into the Membership Masters site. Dang it. Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay, if it did, all right, does it say Flip Your Life Community down at the bottom? Does it say it at the bottom? Let me see if it worked. I'm going to check if it worked. I told you guys, this is brand new.
Steve's got an elk roast on the barbecue.
Yeah, here's how we operate too. Let me tell you how this came about. I looked at Jocelyn. I'm not kidding you. I looked at Jocelyn at 8:50.
This is true.
Tonight, and I said, man, it would be so awesome if we had a beta group to come in and start helping us look at this thing. And I looked at her and I said, I'm going to make a beta page. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so that's the reason that you might be clicking on it, and who knows what's going on. I don't know.
We will get everybody logged in.
I was literally like, dude, I'm trying to play Zelda.
All right. So let me make sure. I do see purchases. So that's good. That's a good sign.
Okay. If you're not able to get it, don't panic.
Don't panic. We'll get it to you. We'll get it to you. I've got a list of everybody that's here tonight from the registrations.
Don't panic. We'll get you in.
Okay. So what is today? What is today's date?
28th.
All right, we're in. It says, where's the 28th? I'm not seeing purchases. Did I set the form up right? Let's see here.
I don't know.
Let me make sure I did it right. I tried to get it, but it brought me to Membership Masters too. If you're already a subscriber to Membership Masters, it should be, if you scroll down, you should have access now to both of them.
This is what happens, just so you know.
When
you make a form at 8:50 and you have a call at 9
calm down. I got this under control. This is all working. Let's see. Flip Your Life Community 2.0. Let's see what this says. Let's see. Let's see. Stats. May or may not be working. Signed up. Yeah. No, it's working. It's working. I see you guys. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, if you're having
so I've got Cassandra. Welcome to the beta group. It's going to be awesome. I got Steve Dent. I've got Kathy Carter. If I don't get your name, tell us that you can't get in and we'll get you signed up, okay? I've got Douglas. I've got Connie. I've got Teresa. I've got Eric. What's up, Jill? I got Heather. I've got Holly and Amber. Okay, did I miss anybody? Does it say I purchased Membership Masters again? Maybe. It actually should both be on the screen when you log in. When you log in, you'll have access to both. If you have a question
about that, if you think maybe you accidentally purchased something twice, just go on to fliplifestyle.com/support and write me a little message, and I will check in the morning.
Okay. And also, too, as soon as we get done with the Q&A, I am going, that's me, the confirmation email is saying Membership Masters is just sending us the wrong email.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's I set this offer up 5 seconds ago and did not change the emails. Okay. So we'll get you all logged in. You see, this is how you do it, guys. You just got to do a beta launch. Okay.
You just throw
Just
stuff
throw it
out
out there.
there
You figure it out as you go.
see what happens.
So
Clean it up on the back end.
That's right. I'll get the username and password that you put in should work, and I'll get everybody a link. If anybody else wants to sign up, I'm going to keep sharing that beta. We've already got 11. There's 9 left. So you got 9 spots left if you want to be a part of the new beta launch of the Flip Your Life community. It's going to be amazing. We just showed it to everybody. Cannot wait to get everybody in. And this thing is open and ready to go. Okay. So it's going to be awesome.
All right.
All right. But
if
tonight,
you're having trouble, fliplifestyle.com/support. I'll help you.
Tonight, we're going to answer a bunch of questions. Okay. All right. And if you don't have time, I get it. No problem
that's
at all.
Totally fine.
Hey, like I said, whoever can do it and is willing to do it and wants to be serious and vote with your wallet to get inside and play and shape the future of the community and be a part of that new ambassador program that we're going to have. That's who it's for. If you can't get in it right now, it's no big deal. I'm sure we'll get more feedback, or we might do a second round of beta. We do that sometimes for when we move over. Okay.
All right, let's jump in.
And Kathleen says, I signed up, but it says, welcome to Membership Masters. I already joined that last week. So what happens is I just don't have it set up, Kathleen. I've not clicked the button yet that shows you both courses, but you'll have access to it before tonight. Okay. And Jennifer Dixon says, P.S. I'm always an ambassador for you guys.
And we appreciate that.
Right,
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's jump into tonight's Q&A, and we'll tell you, we'll keep reminding you about the beta and where we're at.
And you'll be hearing much more about this new community, and we're hoping to open it pretty soon.
Very soon. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to get everybody. I mean, you're going to get the new Flip Your Life community. We're going to bring everybody.
Everyone's coming over.
So we're going to figure this out, how we can link them together and phase out the old community. The old community though is going to be open for a while. So you're not going to lose anything over there. You got plenty of time. We're going to run them parallel to each other for a long time and make sure that we've got everything right before we pull the plug and push everything into the new community. So don't freak out. I'm trying to get all the old content over now, and hopefully I can import all the forums so that that new forum that I'm using is way more searchable, and it's going to be able to. It's just going to enhance the entire experience. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so what is our first question for tonight, Jocelyn?
Okay. This question is from Heather. She says, we have registered and we are going through our 5-day challenge before we open up the Kids Ukulele Club. We are hosting a live jam session with Q&A, aka a webinar for Cart Open. I would love any advice or ideas, especially since we are both speaking to parents and wanting to make it fun for the kids. We are planning on a 30-day $1 trial and $29 a month founding member price after that. I'm still not sure about upselling to 6 months or yearly because we are already starting at $29. Do you have any thoughts?
I would definitely upsell immediately to quarterly or annual. Give people a chance on the thank you page to give you more money. Give them a couple bonuses. That's a really good tip. Like, hey, it's a $1 trial. Then they get to the thank you page and you're like, hey, it's normally $29 a month. But if you sign up for the quarterly plan, maybe it's $60 per quarter. So you give them a little discount there, like a 33% off discount, so that you got more money coming in, you got more money to invest, and you got more money to go get more $1 trials. Now, the biggest thing on your webinar is not just at the end to go, please join my membership. That's not how webinars are sold. You need to show them the value. You need to list all the benefits. You need to tell them about the results. But you also need to assign a value to those benefits and results. Like, for example, I was actually looking at this earlier today. There are other courses out there that help people come up with an idea for an online business, right? Pat Flynn has a course about that. There's other people that have courses about that.
Like a million people.
A million of them. And I was looking at them, and I was doing some averages today. And the average course that just helps you find your idea, doesn't even help you do anything else, it's just helping you find an idea, is around $299 in the limited resource that I did today, right? So I would say, our competitors, just for this idea course, charge $299. Just for that one course. Not only do we have an idea course, but we have a researching your idea to make, not just finding your idea. We help you make sure that it can make money online. And then we help you pick between 2 ideas. And then we help you go down the rabbit hole with a 4th course that helps you do keyword research. And then we have 50 other courses that help you through every other thing, and you get all that for $99. So you can go pay this course alone is worth $299, clearly, because all of our competitors are charging for that. or you can pay $99 and get access to everything that we do all at once. So that assigning value to every part of your offer is really important. That's called stacking. And you want to like, you get this ukulele course, you get this ukulele Q&A, it's worth this. So what you want is, you want to say like, wow, this is all worth $1,000. If you went through and bought all these courses from other people, you'd pay $1,000, or you can pay us $1 tonight and you can get in and get access to all of them for free, or for $1. And then it's only $29 a month to keep it forever. It would take you 70 months to pay it $1,000, or you can go somewhere else and buy it. So make sure in your pitch that you're assigning value to all of your benefits inside of your offer. Make them stack. That should be a higher number than what you actually charge, and it's going to make people realize that they're getting a sweet, sweet deal. Okay. Awesome question. Good question. Let's jump on. We're gonna go a little more rapid fire tonight because we got a little hype about the old beta launch of the new Flip Your Life community, the new beta group. So let's go ahead and go to the next. What do we have, a success story?
Yeah, there was one there's one from Jennifer, but I see Wendy in here too. Wendy says, I welcomed my 5th member into my membership in less than 30 days.
Well done.
Also, my beta virtual decluttering session was a success. She said, I got more done in the 45 minutes with you than 2 sessions with a local organizer that she had been using.
Wow, that is awesome. Hey, look at the benefit that you were able to deliver and help that person that never would have got that help without you doing the membership. Give everybody awesome. Everybody give Wendy a standing ovation over in the chat room.
Good
clap,
work, Wendy.
Clap. Virtual high fives, virtual hugs, and just keep your social distancing in the chat box. No hugs. Keep your social distance. 6 feet in the chat room. 6 feet in the chat room, everybody.
Okay, let me see.
Hold on real quick, guys. We've got 6 spots left. The beta's almost sold out. So if you want to get that, I'm going to drop that link back in. If you want to be one of our beta test group members, and you want to get early access to the Flip Your Life Community 2.0 to help me break things and find misspellings and watch new courses and all that, and be a part of our June Ambassador Program, the first group that gets a part of our affiliate program, where you're going to get monthly recurring revenue for every member that you sign up for the Flip Your Life community. You can do that right now, but there are only 6 spots left. Those will probably be gone in the next couple minutes. Okay.
All right. This question, I see a few people posting questions in the chat, which is fine, except for it moves kind of fast, so we have trouble seeing it. So if you posted a question there in the chat, if you wouldn't mind just to click on that Q&A box at the bottom, it just helps us to be able to see it more easily.
You can also put your success stories there as well.
All right, let's see. This question is from Caddy. She says, I feel like I am the jack of all trades, master of none. Right now, I'm going through the blueprint. Will this help me narrow down ideas?
Yes. There's actually a course in the new area. I can put it right now. I'll put it in the, I'll get a link to it and I'll get it in the forum real quick so you can watch it. But it's all about picking your idea, because that is a really big problem at the beginning that a lot of other people don't address, is which idea should I pick? So there's 2 things you can do. One, the idea course definitely will help you identify all of your trades in your jack of all trades. The second course you need to watch is called Researching and Vetting Your Idea. You can watch that right now tonight in the Flip Your Life community. See if you can pull up the Flip Your Life community and drop a link to Researching and Vetting Your Idea. Researching and Vetting Your Idea. Take your ideas. Let's say you've got 3 or 4 things that you think you're good at. Research each of them with that course. What that course does is it helps you identify competition. It helps you figure out if people are making money on a similar idea in the marketplace, because success leaves clues, and you want to follow those clues right back to your bank account, okay? And it's going to help you look through your ideas and compare them to each other in which one might have the best chance out of the gate to make money the fastest, okay? So researching and vetting your idea. Jocelyn just dropped a link there. You will have to be logged in to see that in the community. And then the new community in that beta group, I actually just uploaded a course yesterday. It's a brand new video of me looking into the camera and saying, here's how you choose between 2 ideas, okay? So that is going to be coming. But the researching and vetting your idea is definitely going to be a big help, because if you think one makes more money than the other, start there, right? That's the best chance to go. If it's a bigger pie, you've got a bigger chance to get some of the pie. So go watch that course tonight, Researching and Vetting Your Idea, inside of the Flip Your Life community, and that's going to help you to compare ideas together.
All right, let me see. All right. This question is from Teresa. Teresa says, do you offer yearly memberships along with monthly? And if so, what kind of discount, if any, do you give? My membership will start at $175 as it is a certification program / membership. And I'm considering doing a yearly membership along with monthly.
You should do a yearly, especially on your sales page, because you want what's called a price anchor. You want people to see the big price, and it makes the little price look like even better a deal. So like if you've got 99 by 997, wow, it's $1,000 of value, but I can get in tonight for 99 bucks. That's amazing, right? Go. Usually publicly, we do 2 months free. So you take 2 months off. So, it's 12 months for the price of 10, basically is how an annual plan works. It's a great way to price it on your sales page, but you can do promotions for much bigger discounts to extend lifetime value. So like maybe Black Friday is a 40% off annual plan, and it's only available, those 48 hours of the year. Or maybe you can do 33% off or 50% off. You can do different promotions for annual plans at different times. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you tag bonuses to them. But your the best starting point is 2 months free. You get 2 months off. You can put it in your little list of benefits, but 2 months free at the bottom, right by the buy button. And a lot of people will take that. And it actually is a really good juxtaposition against the free trial, even because the free trial is 1 month free, but you can buy the annual and get 2 months free.
Well, and
right?
especially if you sell to any type of organizations, because most organizations aren't able to do a monthly payment. So when I used to sell to schools a lot, they were only able to do a yearly plan. So that's something to think about as well. Even if you think in your mind, like people will never do this, don't think that way, because, I didn't think librarians would pay $500 for lesson plans, but they did.
And also too, like we have every plan under the sun, guys. If you went into our back end, you would see right now free trials, $1 trials, $19 trials. We've got annual plans.
We have like so
quarterly
many
plans.
prices.
We got 6-month plans. Like promotion. One of the most powerful things that we've learned about the membership model is it lends itself to different kinds of promotions. Like when you start at a monthly membership, you can go anywhere. You can offer anything. We can offer bonuses to join the monthly. We can give a 7-day trial, a 14-day trial, a 21-day trial, a 2-month trial. We did a 60-day trial earlier in the year for a special promotion that was with Pat Flynn. We've done everything. We've done 6-month deals, quarterly deals, different prices for annual deals, depending on when you get in. Because when you start letting people commit, you can commit to them with discounts, right? So that's the most powerful. Like if you have a course, it's either the price or it goes up, right? That's about it. But with memberships, hey, some people want to be all in for a year. Some people want to be all in for their lifetime. We have lifetime members in the Flip Your Life community. Some people want 3 months. Some people want monthly. Some people want to save a little bit of money. Some people want to kick the tires on a $1 trial. So like use these promotions. The answer is yes. If you come up with a thing that says, could I do a 5-month membership? The answer is yes. Can I do an 8-month membership? Can I be really weird and do a 24-month membership? Sure. It doesn't matter. The answer is always yes, because someone will probably take that over your other offers.
Yeah. So I used to do that a lot with school districts, because a lot of times they would have X dollar budget and I would quote them a Y dollar membership, and they would say, well, I would love to do that, but I only have this much money. And I would say, okay, well, I can't do a year for that, but what I could do is 9 months or whatever, or half a year. So, that's something to consider too. You don't ever want to turn that away. You don't want to devalue your product. Like if you offer someone $1,000 for a year and they say, I can only pay 500, and you say, oh, well, okay. You don't want to devalue your product that way. So instead of giving them a discount, just say, hey, I can't go that low, but what I could do is give you X amount of time for Y dollars.
There was a good success story. I think someone got 14 members. I thought I saw a second ago.
All right. Let me just see here. Is it in the Q&A?
I think it was in the chat. Oh, here we go. All right, we got a success story here from Holly. Holly says, I started a 6-week jumpstart as a lead-in and warm-up to the membership for professional organizers, strategic business and team building training that I'll start in late May, and got 14 signed up.
Yes,
way to go, Holly. That
yes.
is amazing. Give
So
Holly
good.
a standing ovation in the chat room. Virtual high fives.
Virtual social distancing.
Yeah, air
high
hugs.
five.
Air hugs. No coronavirus in the chat room over there, guys. Okay. All right. Next question.
Okay, we are moving to. Sorry, I lost my place here. All right, we're moving to Sylvia. Sylvia's this question from Sylvia says, does a membership with a focus on helping mature women 50 plus start a business or start businesses sound doable?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why not, Sylvia?
Yeah. We know a lot of people that have done stuff like that, like for the older set, like 50s, 60s,
And
70s.
when we say older, listen,
I'm right behind
we're
you. I'm
almost
42.
there.
You know what I'm saying? But that 50 number, like that's just all that is a demographic, right? So how many women in America, let's just say America, are over 50? Okay. I wonder how many that is. Look that up real quick. Let's see how many people there are. Let's see. So our fastest one in the Google wins. Go. How many how many women in America are over 50? Kathy says, I'm over 50. How many people over 50?
How many Americans? 34% is age 50 and over.
Okay. So
there are
those...
108.7 million people.
Okay.
So basically roughly half.
50 million women are over 50. I'm guessing there's 100 of those that would love to pay you $50 a month to learn how to start, build, and grow a business.
And that's a decent living.
Yes, that's amazing. That's $60,000 a year. What if you get 200 out of the 50 million people in that demographic to pay you $50 a month? You're making $120,000 a year online. That's a huge subset of people. They're there.
And I would venture to say that there are a lot of people who are in that situation. You know, people who have maybe worked their entire life and been unhappy. Maybe their kids are starting to grow up and be out of the house now, and they have more freedom to do something else.
Or listen, even right now, just 2 years ago, Jocelyn's dad got laid off. You know what I'm saying? He was in his late 50s.
He's almost 60.
Almost 60 years old, and he got laid off. So what did he do? He went and started a business. He's now an entrepreneur. He is an internet service provider, and he's an entrepreneur in our area, and he moved over here, and now he lives near his grandkids, and he's hanging out over here. Like, how many people right now, especially in the age of coronavirus, we've got 30 million people that have went on unemployment in the last 8 weeks. Like, if 10% of those people are 50 plus women who have lost their jobs, they might be looking to start a business. And if you actually have the expertise to teach them, and you've done it, and you can prove that you can help them, why wouldn't they sign up? And look, I would guess that the 50 plus woman would not want to learn from the 18-year-old surfer dude who's figured out how to make money in e-commerce over in Thailand,
or
right?
the 40-something-year-old midlife crisis dude who's driving his Lamborghini on the
Lambo,
beach.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the person going to latch on to Grant Cardone, right? Or Gary Vee, right? So you are the alternative to that. You are what they need. You are what they actually want, and you are the person who is best suited to help them. It's like us, we have a certain subset, a certain demographic of people that we appeal to. I was telling a guy the other day, this is a true story. So I was in a conversation with some people, and I said, hey, what we really love to do is we love to help people make a living. Like, and these were people that were like talking ballers and buying real estate and doing all this stuff. And I was like, no, well, like our goal is to help people, get 100 people to pay them $50 a month, make 60 a year, or maybe get 200 people to pay them $50 a month and make $120,000 a year. Like only less than 5% of people or something like that make over $100,000 a year. Wouldn't that be amazing if you could get online and just do a membership and get, and someone was like, nah, bro, if that's all your goal is, that's just reaching for mediocrity, man. I'm here to make millions and 10 millions. And I'm like, you're a doofus. So I was like, most people, that would change their lives. If you could get to 100 grand, that would change your family tree forever, right? But that dude has no chance to reach that 50 plus woman or the people that we reach. So you've got to reach out and be able to be that leader for that community, and they will respond to you.
And of course you do need to do your research just like anyone else, but why not? I mean, it's a big world, and we have a way to reach, over half the people in the world. Go for it.
All you need is 100 people to pay you $50 a month to $60,000 a year. Now, that doesn't mean the ultimate goal is $60,000 or everyone's goal should be $60,000. Listen, some people are happy as a lark if they get, 50 people to pay them $50 a month, or if they get 200 people to pay them 25. That's just the easiest formula that we've seen to explain what we do to people. I think one reason our business has not dipped and has actually grown during the coronavirus outbreak, like even to our surprise, how much it's actually grown. Like it's been kind of shocking to watch our systems. And like, we've always like talked about, I don't want to say recession proof. That's not a good word, but Joss and I have always talked about our strategy and how it would respond to a recession. We've always thought about recessions like 2008, like the financial collapse, but we never could have predicted a worldwide human civilization level global pandemic that stopped the earth from turning. I mean, an event so big, pollution is out of the sky and you can see the sky in places you couldn't see it before, right? Like all these crazy things that have happened over the past 8 weeks. And yet our business has grown. We have added more members in our education company. We've added more members to the Flip Your Life community. We've added more subscribers to the Membership Masters newsletter. All of this has happened during this. And I believe that the reason it is this way is because it's so spread out. Like we have members in every single state in the United States and like 40 countries around the world. And Membership Masters, we actually ship that thing now to 36 states and I think it was 9 countries. We actually ship that thing all over the world. So it's so spread out. There's different places dealing with this stuff at different time. And when your membership not only creates an income, it creates stability and predictability and even protection in uncertain economic times, right? Everybody's not going to quit at once, okay? So yes, you need to go do this. You need to get out there. You need to chase that dream, and you need to be the person that these 50+ people are looking for sure.
All right. This question is from Paul. Paul says, I've had 3 cancellations today. Is anyone else seeing a spike in cancellations? I'm still well ahead of where I was at the beginning of the month.
I would not ever look at one day as any data point. We actually only look at churn at the end of the month. I don't look every day to see how many people canceled, how many people joined. Like we do not look at that. We look at cash flow once a week. I look at our money once a week and look at all of our accounts. I tell a lot of people I do this. I'm not perfect at it, but our goal is to look at our money 4 days a month, the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, the 28th. You got to keep your eye on your money. You got to watch your money. That's your job your number one job as the CEO of your company is to not run out of money, period. And if you're not paying attention to your money on a weekly basis, you're going to run out of money. What was it you said to me today that somebody hadn't noticed that they had paid on a U.S. history teacher thing for a couple months or something, and like they canceled. But then you were like, "Do people watch their cards?" Like you were like, "How do people make it through life?"
Well, no, people kept messaging me, and they're like, "When do I pay?"
When do I bill? That's what it was.
I'm like, "How do you make it through day-to-day life?"
Yeah, like we have spreadsheets. Like we know all this. And I think
I put it in my calendar.
Yeah, exactly. We know when this happens. So like, watch your money, pay attention to your money, and do all those things. But don't look at your churn and your cancellations and all that. It's why also to get out of your customer service as fast as you can hire somebody, even if it's just a VA. You don't need to be looking at those numbers. You don't need to be feeling every cancellation. Cancellations are part of the job, guys. It's going to happen. Look once a month. Did you get more members than you lost? You won. Go to the next month.
I would say do try to get some information from them. Like one of the things that we do when people leave our membership is I send them actually they land on a questionnaire immediately after they fill out the form. And the questionnaire says, why did you leave? Was it financial reasons? Was it time? Was it something else? And you can start looking for trends. Like if you see a lot of people that are saying, hey, I lost my job, I'll try to rejoin in the future. Like you can even do things to help them in the interim. And I've done this a couple times. So I've had a couple people say, hey, I really don't want to leave, but I've lost my job. And, for them, I'm like, hey, why don't I just move your payment date up a few months? I'm happy to do that for you. You can stay in the community and whenever you're able to pay again, we will resume because, I don't want to lose those people as customers just because they've temporarily lost their job. Yeah, so there may be ways to save them.
And teachers, Jocelyn, some teachers where there's uncertainty of when they're going back to school. A lot of our teachers have been loving our stuff because they're having to give it to their students online. They're using our stuff to teach virtually at home. But as we get closer to summer, people know they're not going back to school for a while. So we've paused a few school districts. We've just said, hey, we'll just resume it. Don't cancel. we'll just resume in
Yeah,
August.
because what happens is, we raise the price sometimes. And so we want you to keep your current rate. So you know what? We'll pause you. Like, it's totally fine.
One thing that we can do in Kajabi that we've never had the ability to do in our current system is we're actually going to create a lower tier that will keep people in the content, like maybe just the idea courses, right? Like, so maybe someone comes in and they want to cancel. We actually are trying to, like, we've actually had this like question, like, how can we never have anyone cancel again? How can we never let anyone cancel in the membership again? So we've got a couple strategies that we've kind of come up with. One, create a tier that's free. It's a limited tier. Like, it's for people who maybe are just still struggling with their idea and they weren't ready to take the next step. Maybe we just give them access to that idea phase, right? And we keep them in the community. It's one reason we're adding a Facebook group. The Facebook group is not going to be the community. The Facebook group is going to be a place where we can stay connected to the community in a platform that everybody's got on their phone. And we're going to be highlighting things in the community, like member calls, forum posts, things like that.
That way, it's like, if you, if you're on Facebook and maybe you haven't logged into the community for a while, we'll say, hey, check out this amazing discussion by this person.
Exactly.
Come and check it out.
So if we leave and now we have a free tier, right? This is something brand new, guys. If we have a free, there's not even a course on this in the community. You're getting some goodies right now. This free, if you don't tell people, hey, don't cancel, let me just lower you to the free plan. And they'll say, okay, cool. So now they see all the announcements. They see all the Q&As. They have the FOMO. They have a chance to go back into the courses and go, you know what? I didn't get my idea right 2 months ago, but I'm going to do it this time. And if they get that idea, they're going to take the next step. And then they're on Facebook. And we're not going to remove people from the Facebook group if they quit. It's just there to highlight what's happening in the community so that those people draw back in. So that was a solution that when we were just strategically thinking, how can we eliminate cancellations forever? Well, and keep people in the fold, because what we have found is people come back. Even if you
we have so many repeat customers. Yes. So many.
Like, I looked at this. We haven't. I was looking through our highest LTV customers today, and we have customers in the like over $19,000 in lifetime value range,
and almost everyone is over $1,000.
It's unbelievable. And like people, but when you look at those people, sometimes there's gaps. Like, you'll look and say, oh, they were a member for a year, then they quit, then they came back 6 months later,
yes,
and it went off like a skyrocket.
And we even ask people, like, when you leave, we give a little exit survey, and it says, do you plan to rejoin, yes or no? And if you do, when do you plan to rejoin? And just about everyone says that they do eventually plan to rejoin.
Like, imagine if every person that said, I want to cancel, said, I want to downgrade to the free plan. Right? And the free plan is just the beginning. It's not everything, but it's that one thing that they might need for later. And then what if they were still connected to the community? That was our big thing, because we want, if you pay us monthly, you're going to get access to us on Q&As. You're going to get access to us on our team and our forums. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get access to ask questions on those comments on those videos. So we wanted that to be paid for sure. But how could we still keep people as a part of the community, right? Still see the party that's happening inside. And that's why we're going to add that Facebook group layer. It's going to be extremely valuable. Like, we're going to be highlighting things. We're going to be telling people what's going on, but it's not going to be the community, right? So maybe add a free tier, maybe do some things like that, and just don't check that stuff every day. It's going to drive you crazy.
Jill had a good question. She said, can you give an example of what or how much content would be in that free tier?
It's the step. Always think of your membership in phases. This is some. Whoa, we about lost the MacBook Pro right there.
Hey, that was good.
That was pretty good, Jocelyn. I think you need to put the wine down.
I'm actually going to get some more. That's why I got up.
Okay. So, what was I saying? What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So basically, that free tier is like that phase that they need. Like, for example, most people who come into the community, it's the idea phase, right? They want that first step. They want that first thing that they get to do that they can go and take the next level. Or maybe they don't know exactly what they want, so they need to take the goal setting course, and they need to say, hey, I need to figure out and get clarity on what I want. Okay. So basically, that's what we do. We leave them access to that thing. It's the modules that draw them back in. For you, it could be 10 courses. For me, it could be 3. For somebody else, it might be 1. There's no number, right? But it's what will get people to come back. Like, right? Like, If I can get you to come up with an idea and I can prove to you that your idea can make money online, you'll come back. You will come back. And if I can get you thinking about what your family's life could look like, if you would just get 100 people to pay you $50 a month to make $60,000 a year, you will come back and you will build that thing and you will change your life. So that's the pieces that we leave them access to. The thing, it's Hansel and Gretel's breadcrumbs, right? Back to your membership, so that when they get around to it, when the objection that overpowered them goes away, you're top of mind. You're ready to go. Like, imagine if you quit the Flip Your Life community and you saw our stuff every day in a Facebook group and you saw these success stories and you saw new courses and you saw those member calls that you used to love to go to, but now you don't get to go to. And then, you know what? I'm going to jump back into that free tier. I'm going to get back into my idea. Wait a minute. I never thought of that before. That's awesome. Man, I'm going to set some goals. Man, this could be what my children's future could look like. I'm back in. Sign me back up, right? So that's the kind of mentality you're going to go in for on your free tier.
All right. Do we have any success story? Okay, here's one. All right, this is a success story from Douglas. He says, our first cooking course had its first sale during last week's chat. Yeah. Since then, we have sold 10 more.
Nice job. Launched during a Flip Your Life community member call.
That's our favorite.
Got his first sale. Now he's got 10 more. That's awesome. Taking action. Keep taking action, baby.
The response has been great. The participants have been cooking the recipes and sharing their results. We did a super soft launch to get a few people into the course to get feedback and experience running the course and make any necessary changes before the big launch. Is going to be huge. I can feel it in my bones. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. Give them a standing ovation in the chat room. Flip Your Life community, unite, and tell them good job in the chat. Go clap, clap, clap. Boom. All right. So one more time, guys, just want to highlight this before we get to our next question. We got a time for a few more questions tonight, and then we're going to probably wrap this up a little early because our kids are getting very antsy and poking in on us here. But I'm going to drop this in. I have 4 spots left for that beta to the new Flip Your Life community. We showed that earlier today. We got a new course area, new forum area. It's high tech. It's amazing. It's absolutely awesome. And if you want to, you're going to be a part of my beta group that is going to get in and kick the tires, shape the future of the Flip Your Life community with me. We're going to be doing 2 calls in May. Probably back to back. I'm probably going to do them like week 1, week 2. We're going to get into this. We're going to be ready to go. And you're going to get first dibs at our ambassador program where you can actually make money for being an affiliate to the Flip Your Life community. It is $100 flat fee to be a part of this beta group.
And the reason why, in case you're just joining us,
is because we want only serious people who are willing to bet on themselves, bet on this community, and bet on us to be a part of this. We want people who are involved and motivated and really, really care about the Flip Your Life community and their role in it. So get in the beta group if you want in right now. I've got 4 spots left. I just announced it 30 minutes ago is when we finally dropped the link.
We created the link.
I created the link
5 minutes before the call.
It's totally going to tell you the wrong thank you page and the wrong email. Just letting you know. So don't worry about that.
Gene wants to know, what is the weekly time commitment?
Oh, it's just a member. It's just a call. I'll probably do 2 calls like at 9 p.m. like this.
And if for some reason you can't come to the call live, there are some other options that we could do. Like, you could give us feedback through email. You could ask a question through email. Shane could send you a video back.
Right.
Like,
so you're going
to
get all of the benefit out of it just for being a part of the group. We're going to work it out because the main reason we're doing this is we built this community for you. This is not for me and Jocelyn. Everything we are doing right now to reboot the Flip Your Life community is based on the feedback from you guys. And we want to make sure that people who are invested, because people who pay attention, come into this beta group, come in and get the most out of it. And I want you to be selfish. I want you to look around and go, wow, we're the first 20 people in here. We get to pick the chandelier.
And
we get to pick the carpet
guess
color.
What? If you come into the beta, you are going to know how to do a beta.
That's exactly right. I'm going to you're going to see, I'm going to give you the emails that I'm going to be using for my beta launch. You're going to see how I'm building the community. You're going to log in one day and they're going to be like, oh, that wasn't there before. Wow, check that out. You're going to be able to play in the forums. You're going to be able to break things and go out there and have some fun with us. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be good, real laid back. It'll be a Zoom call too. It's not going to be like a chat box related thing. So you're going to come in. We're going to see each other. We're going to get to know each other better. and it's just going to be a really, really, really good experience. So that's going to kick off on May 1st. Not the calls, but I'm going to give you. You're going to get access as soon as I get it set up tonight, and you're going to have something to do while you're on quarantine, locked down. You can play around in the Flip Your Life community. So stop watching Netflix. Come watch Shame Flicks and get in here, get in this beta group. Okay, so I got a link in the chat. There's 4 spots left for this.
There are no words.
We're only going to Shame Flicks. That might be my next idea.
Please,
Jocelyn.
Please, no.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me see if that domain name's available real quick.
Okay,
all right. Next question.
Stop.
Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
All right. Let me see. All right. This is a question from Amber. She says, I'm launching a 6-week group for managing stress, mindset, and anxiety for entrepreneurs. That is happening on the 18th
right.
and 21st of May. I was raising my hand.
Yeah, we all have stress and anxiety right now.
Originally, my plan was to launch my membership group on June 1st. Do you think I should leave more time from promotion between the 2 programs?
No. All right, here's my philosophy on promotions. And if you're a subscriber to Membership Masters, you know this. You should be doing a promotion every week. Every week should be a new promotion, right? Now, it could be a string of related promotions, like the May issue of Membership Masters, which the digital copy should be in your inboxes tomorrow, and the print copies are in the mail right now. Some of you may already have it, actually, because I think they went out early Monday, I'm pretty sure. So the print copies are on the way. It's a string of quarterly promotions that have a slight twist each week on what cohort you're promoting it to. So it's like promoting it to one group of people on your list one week in a certain way, and then one week the next week, and then one week the next week. So I believe that you should be having promotions back to back tight. Sometimes you take a week off, maybe that last week of the month if you want to, but no, I don't think there's any problem putting promotions close together like that. And make sure you one way to go at that is to look at different segments of your list. That might be something you could think about, like maybe one group of people get one promotion, one group get the other, but I never worry about putting things back to back. That's not a big deal.
Okay. She also says, do you think I need more than 2 weeks to promote the membership program as an initial launch? No.
No, that's almost probably too much time.
Yeah, I think that's too much. Like, people have a very short attention span. I mean, think the attention span of like a fruit fly.
Yeah.
That's about how much they have.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that's fine. When I promote a webinar, I only give it 4 days to promote a webinar. So
yeah, we don't do it too much in advance because people forget about it.
Shorten the sales cycle as much as possible. That is the best way to do that. Okay. All right. We now have 3 spots left. Just had someone else sign up.
Yay.
You are running out of time. If you want to be a part of our beta group for the new 2.0 version of the Flip Your Life community, we showed that earlier in today's call. Everybody's going to get a replay of this emailed to their inbox, so you can go back and look at that again if you want to. But there's only 3 spots left. Once they're gone, they're gone. If I have any spots left at the end of tonight, I'm going to be sending this to every member of the community that's not even here, and we'll see if we can get some more people in the beta group. So check that out. It's the link is in the chat box right now. I don't have a hyperlink that I can say out loud because I actually made that 10 minutes before the thing. It is going to send you the wrong email because I have the wrong email attached to it.
It says, welcome to Membership Masters. You did not sign up for Membership Masters unless you're already signed up.
That's right. So we'll fix all that, and we'll get you access into the Flip Your Life community and let you play around and break
if
things,
you have
talk on the forum.
Any
like
problems whatsoever, send me a little message, fliplifestyle.com/support. I will be happy to straighten it out.
It'll be fun because everything's under construction. So you're going to get in there and go, this doesn't even work. Ooh, this course does. So you're going to be able to look at that, and I'm adding things every day. So it's until we get it all done.
And you can also give feedback about what you'd like to see in the future.
That's
like
right.
New courses to add, things like that.
Exactly. All right. Let's get to the next question.
All right. Let's see. Jill would like to know, did you consider Teachable? I've used that platform for a client and I know it well.
I like Teachable. I think Teachable is a good platform. I don't have anything against Teachable. However, I tested Teachable, ClickFunnels, Kartra, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft. Did I already say ClickFunnels?
We've done ClickFunnels,
Kajabi, Kartra, ActiveCampaign, Teachable, Infusionsoft, Ontraport to deliver content, forums. I went for about a 2-year period, guys, because I set out on a mission somewhere around the end of 2017, early 2018, to find the best platform for you, not for us, for you. In fact, we are very advanced membership owners. We have thousands of members that we have sold. We've got advanced technology. We have Infusionsoft, which is the most complicated and the most powerful probably of all the platforms. We've got people that work for us.
Emphasis on complicated.
Yeah, exactly. That help us with things. So we've got all the know-how to do any system, right? But what I said to myself was, can I find a system where a Flip Your Life community member can launch their membership in less than 7 days? Can I do that? Can I find a membership platform that will give them everything they need for marketing, everything they need for their membership, everything they need for their course delivery, and still be able to go out and launch that thing in 7 days? That was my mission. And last summer, I signed up for Kajabi in like June of 2019. I launched a subscription in 3 days and sold out the beta. And I was like, this is the platform. This is it. And it's become more powerful since then. It's grown since then. I'm about 90% good with Kajabi now. But I fully believe that anyone who I can get to start a membership should start it on Kajabi, and they'll have it done faster. Okay. So that's why we picked Kajabi.
The link that I sent earlier, if you're interested in Kajabi, they do offer it's a 14-day trial. So I told you the wrong thing.
I dropped a link to
that is the link to get that. That is an affiliate link. So that means that we do get a small referral fee if you do sign up. But honestly, we would not send you there if we didn't believe in it.
Here's the deal.
We have started every project lately that we've done on it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this right now. If I really wanted to make money off an affiliate link, I would only sell ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is the best affiliate program on the planet, period. But I don't believe in ClickFunnels. I believe in Kajabi, and that's why we promote it. But if we're going to promote it, we're going to be an affiliate for it. That's just the way it is. So we're using it. We're promoting it.
Yeah, we're literally using it. Like both of us are using it for our new products, and we would never tell you guys to do something that we didn't believe in.
Yep, exactly. So check out Kajabi. Like again, we are an affiliate, but it's not because it makes us the most money. That would be ClickFunnels.
Yeah, and it's a 14-day trial. So if you don't like it, just cancel it before the 14 days are over.
Kimberly says, can you really build a membership site in 7 days? What about content? You need 3 videos.
This guy could build one in like 7 hours.
If you wanted me to, I could have a new membership started tomorrow. Like I could have 3 modules done. All you gotta do is turn on the camera and talk into it. If you know your content, you can take 30 minutes with a glass of wine and write down an outline, and 30 minutes to talk into a camera, and you got a course. And then you give the outline, you upload that as a PDF, and now they got to download. So yes, 100%. You only need 3 courses to start a membership. It will evolve into more. The Flip Your Life community was a few courses when we started.
Actually, it was 50. An outline.
It was an outline. We didn't have a course done. So yes, I do fully believe that anyone can do a membership in 7 days if they want to.
And Jill said she was concerned about the cost of Kajabi, and I agree with you. Like the initial ticket price, it does look expensive, but
if it's all right, let's say I think it's $149 a month. I think that's their lowest tier.
Sure.
So let's say it's $149 a month. Okay. If you don't sign up for Kajabi, then you have to go get hosting. And then you have to sign up for an email provider. That's going to be another $20-$30 a month. And then you got to have some way to make sales pages and sales funnels. That's going to be another $100 a month. And then you got to have this plug-in to get your contact form to look right in WordPress.
Yes, and that's going to be another whatever. And the problem is
it just adds up so fast.
The problem, and the reason that I don't like it for new people especially, is because what happens is they nickel and dime you to death, adding in all these things, first of all. And second of all, then you have to try to make all those things play nicely together.
Which is not
and that is not as easy as it seems.
No.
Like we have had so many issues. This plugin wouldn't play nicely with this plugin.
Or you put in a new plugin and it breaks all your old plugins, right? But when you have a platform like Kajabi, it just all works together. Okay, so that's the first thing.
So it is a little bit more of an investment, but
it works.
It is going to work. They have amazing support.
And don't think of it as an expense. I hate that word. Entrepreneurs don't spend money. They invest money. If you have a membership that's $49 a month, you need 3 people to join your membership to pay for Kajabi. That's how you should think about everything in your life. Jocelyn sent me a thing today that said, hey, Turks and Caicos is on sale. It's usually $8,000. We can go for $4,000.
I'm like, can we take our team?
Yeah, I know, right? She's like, it's $4,000 right now. And I looked up, here's what I said. I said, well, that's only 40 new members. And that's $4,000 a month. So yeah, that's how you have to start thinking about things, guys. It's not $149. It's 3 members. Well, I signed up for a forum thing today. It was $79, And Jocelyn's like, oh, cool. If we get one new member, it'll make all of our other members happy.
Yeah. And he said, well, in order to get this, what was it that you signed up for? It was like a plug or
it was the thing to embed the forum.
Yeah. And he said, in order to sign up for this, it's another $79 a month. And I'm like, $79 a month. But then I'm like, you know what? If it will cause one person to stay another month, it's worth it.
Because it pays for itself. So that's how you have to think about your membership. I don't even think about money anymore. Like in Nintendo, anybody got a Nintendo Switch with their kids and they make you get those Nintendo dollars? So you got to pay Zelda 10 every day to get 1,500 Nintendo points to buy 800-point game. So how much did I actually spend on it? I don't mean, it's like a whole other currency, right? I think about
that's very purposeful, by the way.
Yeah, everything I think about is in the currency of memberships. I always think, how many members would it take to do that? And if you'll think like that, it's an investment. It's no longer an expense.
Yes, V-Bucks. I feel you, Wendy.
Yes, V-Bucks.
Okay. Now here's some more questions about Kajabi. All right. So let me see. Hold on.
The forum thing.
No, there was something else. Hold on.
I want to learn how to do the forum in Kajabi. Okay, I'll do a video about it, Teresa. And hey, if you're in the beta group, you can ask for stuff like that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So the Kajabi has a community setting, but it wasn't a forum, and I didn't want it to look like that. So I used a thing called it's like Website Toolkit. I'll have to get a link to it.
But you bought it through Kajabi, though, right?
No, this is one thing that's separate because we do things a little different in our forums. So this was you just embed it in the post and it creates it. So I can do a video and I'll show it to you.
Okay, so the question is, before I purchase hosting tomorrow, it sounds like I should start there, meaning Kajabi.
Yes.
What about WordPress? Okay.
You don't need WordPress if you use Kajabi.
Here's the thing, Kimberly. WordPress is very powerful. It is relatively inexpensive, which is
until
why
you start adding plugins.
Yes, which is why up until this point, we have always suggested that people go to WordPress. If you have WordPress, there's nothing wrong with WordPress. Like, we still use WordPress
for now. But listen, you got to remember, we started using WordPress in 2012. And before 2012, you had to code your website in a
these fancy shortcuts didn't exist.
They didn't even exist then. So when we started, WordPress was a miracle. It was like you could actually build a website. It was the easy thing. It was the easy thing. But now it's the freaking hard thing. And we're going to go from about $2,000 a month in expenses down to $500 a month in expenses just from switching to Kajabi. So I don't want to downplay anything else, but I'm telling y'all, I've seen 3,000 people start websites through our community, and we have personally created 4 six-figure memberships, and we're working on our 5th right now. And this is the easiest platform, period, that exists today.
Let me just say it this way. Okay, is it wrong to have a WordPress website? No. Okay, if you have a WordPress website, that's totally fine. But what I will say is that as you grow, it becomes more difficult and more cumbersome the more and more things you add to that, because you're adding additional expenses. You're also adding complexity, because every one of those things has to be updated. If this plugin doesn't play nicely with this plugin, then things are going to break and the website doesn't work.
The way we got hacked one time is because one plugin didn't update and their company went out of business, and about 6 months later there was a vulnerability that someone found. There was no company to update the plugin, and it left a back door open into our membership, and we got hacked and our entire website turned into a terrorist website.
That is really true.
That is a true story. We did a podcast
as we were getting ready to walk out the door to Disney with our 2 young children.
Yeah, so basically these new all-in-one systems, all your emails are in one place, all your products are in one place, your membership's in one place, your blog's in one place, everything's right there. Just don't let your password
And their
out,
service is awesome. Like, I love Kajabi service. I talk to them so often. In fact, right before we got on this call, I sent them a message about something, and they wrote me right back.
Yep.
So anyway,
so we're turning into an infomercial. We're going to jump over into the next question.
Okay. This is actually about Kajabi too. Okay. This question is from Kathleen. She says, if I switch to Kajabi, how do I transfer my current reoccurring membership charges? Are there any suggestions of how to handle that? Should I have my customers go into Kajabi and enter their card information again? Okay.
Now listen, I'm going to give you a couple solutions for this, and neither one of them are good. This is also why you should pick very wisely what you're going to join, because it's like a marriage. When you pick your platform, you're married to it for a while. Okay. Number 1, I would just run them side by side and put all new customers into that new area. Give access to both communities. to your current members, and as people attrition out or move over, then you can kind of let the other one go after about 6 months. But but now, if you're using Stripe, I believe there is a way to just transfer it over to Kajabi, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so if you're using Stripe, I'm pretty sure there's an easy solution to do that, and you'll have to work with Kajabi to do that. But it's really easy. All new customers go here. All old customers get both until all old customers are not over in the old place, and
So
then you just let it go.
that's how we're planning to run ours, because ours is pretty much our livelihood. Okay. So I am not willing to roll the dice and say, okay, let's try to charge everybody on this new system next month and hope it works.
No, we have
Like,
to.
I'm not willing to do
our
that.
memberships are too big and too vast, and too much money is at stake. If you have 15 members, move it. Like, just move it over and ask them all to move with you. That's fine. If you have
Or
less
there
than,
may be a more automated option,
Stripe,
and that's, you can talk to Kajabi about that.
yeah, I have a friend who switched to Kajabi. He used Stripe as his payment processor, and because he did that, he was able to move over, and his recurring payments stayed the same. However, I don't know how to do it. You're going to have to ask Kajabi how to do that.
Like, you have to reach out to support. You'll need to reach out to Square support also and say, okay,
she said,
how
I
can I
just
move
started
this?
the membership on Sunday, and I didn't have time. How many
yeah.
members do you have, Kathleen? Did you get any
And
members?
that's totally fine.
She sent them a Square link.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It depends how
That's fine. It's not a big deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to move everyone over for free. So I'm going to
not for free. They're still going to pay their
well,
membership.
right, but I mean,
you're going to
like,
get access to both in June.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're basically going to transition everyone over to the new membership. They will continue paying in the old system. And then, if their credit card expires, then they'll move to the new system.
Yeah, I would just move 32 members. Some are annual, some monthly. I would move all the annuals over and just give them full access to it with an email that will resell it to them in a year. And then, because only about 20% of them will probably renew anyway. And then on the other members that are monthly, I would reach out to them individually and just ask them to move over, or they can stay on the old system until you turn it off. That's the basic. Think about everything that's ever happened that you've ever been a member of, guys. Like, that's how it works, right? Like they say, like Google, hey, Gmail's changing in 3 months. You got 3 months to use the old system. YouTube, Facebook, and then they force you over. You just run them parallel, and then
it's expensive. I mean, it's expensive for us to run them parallel, but it's just what we have to do. We're not going to take a chance of not collecting the revenue, and then we also don't want to force the people who are paying in the old system to stay in the old system. Like, we want to go ahead and bring you guys over, but we're not going to take the chance on the payments.
Exactly. So you got to balance that stuff out. That's a great question. Changing platforms is hard.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I went on a 2-year search for this community. I have spent money on every major platform. Like, I'm still subscribed to like 5 of them because we have stuff built on them, right? Because I've been experimenting. But we really honestly believe right now in Kajabi. And
it's our favorite.
It's our favorite, and we are going to promote it.
It's super easy. You guys will like it.
All right. Let's do this picture, this Ariel and Sarah question.
Okay, where at?
Right here. Can you see it now?
I don't think I have that.
I just hit answer.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Okay. This is a question from Ariel and Sarah. It says, I'm debating the method for email collection. So far, I have an opt-in on my Wix website. I also have MailChimp. I've heard bad things about MailChimp. Is there a more seamless tool?
The most seamless tool is Kajabi. Like Kajabi, I mean, I know we're beating a dead horse here a little bit because we've talked a lot about Kajabi tonight, but Kajabi is an email collector. It is an email automation tool. It is a sales funnel tool. It is a website, and it is a product house.
It's sort of like an all-in-one.
Yeah.
MailChimp is fine if you want to start out with that. I know that they have a free program, and a lot of people do start with that. The good thing about email service providers is that generally you can download your entire list. So once you start collecting a list, it belongs to you. And that means that whenever you want to move to a new provider, you just download that list and upload it to the new one.
Yeah. So you have Ariel says he has 130 emails already. That's great, but you can download a CSV file, like a little spreadsheet of those emails. Those are yours. And in fact, I will tell this to everybody. If you're not downloading your list at least once a month, you're exposing yourself to a problem, because if that email provider were to ever shut your account down, you lost your list, and your list is the only thing that you actually own, period. So make sure you're always backing up your list, at least monthly. Try to do it weekly if you can.
And I even like to download people who have unsubscribed, because one of the things that you can do is use them in an audience for like social media advertising. So even though you technically can't email them anymore, you can use them in that audience to target them for advertising.
And Teresa has a follow-up here that says, do you plan on using Kajabi for email? Yes, we do. We plan on using that for email.
Yes.
The deliverability has been acceptable. I've been broadcasting and doing automations in Membership Masters, the subscription service that I'm running through Kajabi right now, since August of 2019. And I have not seen a problem with deliverability, or it's equivalent to Infusionsoft from what I'm seeing based on the numbers. So yes, I am.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's where we're starting all of our new projects at. So that's sort of our plan. We figure if they can make it through the pandemic, they can make it through anything. So.
Kevin asked, if we are already on a quarterly membership, do we need to join the new Flip Your Life 2.0? No, what we're going to do, Kevin, is we're trying to figure out if we can do this easily. We're just going to take your username and password. We're going to put that into the new system. You'll still be charged on our billing through Infusionsoft for a while.
Nothing will change on the billing.
You'll never even notice the difference. You'll just be able to sign into two places. So the old community has a lot of content and forums and member calls, so it'll still be open.
But it probably won't happen for a little while. Like, when are we going to switch over? Do we know?
I'm shooting for June for everybody to actually open hardcore. It may be mid-May if we can get it done.
Yeah, we'll see how the beta goes. And, if there aren't a lot of things that we need to change, then we may be able to do it sooner. And
how big is the fire that the beta members could set?
I did talk to Kajabi right before we got on this call, and they told me that I can add people through comma separated value CSV file. But the problem, it's not really a problem, but the only thing is we cannot use your current password, but it will send you a new one.
So what'll happen is we'll put you in there. We'll send you an email. You'll have a password and a link, and then you'll be able to log into either place.
Yeah.
So no big deal. So it should be fine.
All right. Let me see. Do we have any success stories? Okay. I don't see any.
All right. If you got a success story, guys, or something you're celebrating, go ahead and drop that in. We got time for a couple more questions, and then we're going to have to push everything back into the forums for tonight. So go ahead and get those last second success stories in, and we'll jump into the next question while we're waiting on those.
All right. This question is from Emily. Emily says, I have a question about keywords and narrowing down to a specific niche. How do I find keywords and determine the rank for each? My interests are travel, educational travel, and psychology and counseling with children and teens. Once I have them, what do I do?
Here's the thing about keyword research, guys, that you have to remember. One, I do have a keyword research video in the Flip Your Life community right now. If you want to go check that out, that'll give you a big general brush of how to do this. But keyword research is just a general clue, right? It's just a way to kind of narrow it down enough to figure out the language that our avatar is using. For example, most of the people we teach, we're trying to get them to start a membership. Like, that's what me and Jocelyn have become known for. And it's why I started a podcast called Membership Masters, because we're the masters of the memberships, right? So, but like, we don't actually target the word memberships. We do some, but people who are looking to change their life and start an online business are looking for different things. They're looking for things like online business idea, make money online. They may not even know that this model exists. I can't use that. So I'm just trying to find the language, the symptoms that my patients are searching for. A doctor doesn't ask you, well, do you have type 3 leukemia of the vehicular whatever? I don't even know if those that wasn't even medical.
Okay,
term.
Are you drinking the wine?
No, right? I'm just making up. I'm just making words up that sound medical. Right. So I guarantee our nurses in the crowd are laughing. All right, but I'm searching. You're searching for symptoms. They say, how do you feel? Oh man, my head hurts, doc. Why do you think it hurts? Are you drinking enough water? Are you doing this? You're doing these probing questions. That's the kind of things you're looking for when you're doing keyword research. So don't get caught up in perfect words and perfect numbers and things like that. Find things that real humans are looking for. That's what you create your content about, and then you teach them about your products. Okay. So if someone comes to the Flip Lifestyle podcast and they say, because they typed in make money online and they find our podcast and listen, then they hear about us helping people make money online through our model, which is memberships. That's our vehicle that we put people in to drive off into successful futures, right? So that's what you're looking for when you're doing keyword research. They're clues. They're not exact things. They're smoke signals on the treasure map, that you're trying to follow to get to the treasure. That's all you're looking for. So don't get so caught up in the numbers and the things. Look, you get a general swath like, wow, 20,000 people searched for that. That's cool. Let's go for it. And it's the same thing with starting your business. You will never know if a keyword is right until you create content for that keyword and put it into the marketplace of ideas. If people find it, it was a good decision. If they don't, back to the drawing board and find your next keyword. It's a never-ending journey down the keyword rabbit hole to find great content, titles, and posts, okay? So just do it. Just do it. Do a blog post on all 3 words you type in your question and see which one works the best. They clearly all have traffic or you wouldn't have mentioned them. So go take all 3 of those, separate them into 3 pods. I want you to write 3 blog posts and release them. And you'll see real quick if they worked or not in the search engines, okay?
Okay, it looks like it is 28 days. I kept telling people it was 14, but it says it's 28.
28-day trial.
So, okay, great. All right, let me see here.
Did you miss this Carrie Kidd one? I don't think you're seeing all of these.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Hold on, I'm hitting here.
But I see it now.
Let's see. We got a success story from Kathleen. She says, I wanted to share my husband and I just launched Sunday night our membership course. We sent an email to our list and posted on Facebook. We were up to 32 members.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And they've been joining on the annual plan. That is awesome. Give Kathleen a standing ovation, launching their membership.
Good job.
Sending that email out and getting 32 members. Who'd like to have 32 more members
amazing
right now? That is awesome. Good job,
so
Kathleen.
Good. Okay. This question is from Carrie. Carrie says, while sheltering in place, I came to realize what a blessing it was to have more time with my 4 teenage sons, especially my 19-year-old who would normally be off at college right now. So I decided to do some family activities in order to make this a memorable time for my kids. I wrote a sheltering in place ebook entitled 30 Memories to Make in 30 Days with Your Teen. I used this ebook as a lead magnet to start building my email list. I started a Facebook challenge called 30 Memories in 30 Days, and I started a Facebook challenge group. This is just something I came up with, and I decided to take action and put myself out there. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good job. And you have votes. People voted with their wallets. So guess what? People voted with their time and their attention. So go turn that into something bigger. That might be a full-blown membership thing. Who knows what it could be, right? It could be something crazy good for them, and you can expand on it. When you find a nail, keep hammering it, right? That might be a good thing.
She says, let me see. My audience right now is parents with teenagers, which is very broad. I'm wondering if I could narrow that down a bit. I have all boys and a set of twins. My question is, am I on the right track to finding an audience for a membership site? I'd never thought of going in this direction until I came up with the challenge, and I'm wondering if it's something I
can do, basically. Yeah, listen, okay. When you find people that pay attention and give you something in value, whether it's an email or money, go. That's the path. Like, you figured something out, but it's not about the quarantine. It's you've touched on a nerve. You've got to figure out the pain and the emotion that you've tapped into with that 30 memories in 30 days. It's the parent, like that memory and that feeling is going to carry over past coronavirus. When they're at work and they're not making memories with their kids, like, what have you tapped into? Find out that, and you've got a product.
I wonder if it's not something that could be sold to parents of seniors in high school, especially this year, because, it's been such a crazy year with all of this pandemic and all this stuff. People are starting to realize, my window's closing. Like, my kid's getting ready to go somewhere. So I wonder if you couldn't capitalize on that just, in general, not necessarily during a pandemic.
All right. Our next question comes from Kimberly. She says, I've got a domain name. Wait, did you already read this? I'm extremely confused. Okay, hold on. Start over. Our next question is from Kimberly. She says, I got a domain name. Now I'm extremely confused because I need to know the sequence for hosting and website stuff, etc. Please explain WordPress, the exact sequence, domain, hosting, WordPress. Also, okay. I should have my product figured out first, right? Okay. Yes, you should have your product figured out first.
Yes, because you can't figure out a good domain otherwise. But let me tell you something about your domain, okay? I'm very talkative tonight. Okay. So let me tell you something about a domain, and I just said it in the chat a few minutes ago. I do like for you to buy your domain separate from your hosting. And the reason why is because if anything ever were to happen with your hosting, say your host doesn't like you for some reason, say you don't pay your bill on time, you don't want them to be able to hijack that domain and take it over.
Or if somebody breaks into your hosting account, you lose your domain and your hosting. The domain is the only thing you can't lose. You can rebuild from ashes. You can rise like a phoenix. If you lose everything but your domain name, then you're messed up if you've got a brand built around it. Okay. So here's the exact sequence.
We always keep them separate.
We always keep them separate. Our domains are not hosted at the same place as our actual website. No way, no chance. So the correct order is this: idea, the person you serve, the product. You need to know what the product's going to look like, which is usually a forum and 3 courses. That's it. And then you build your website. Okay. If you sign up for Kajabi, you have everything that you need in one place. So you would connect the domain to the website, and now they're together. Okay. So that's it. That's all you got to do. But you need to know what those things are. Doesn't mean you have to make your product. Usually I make people record a couple of the modules before they start working on their website. That way you can go in and build the product. You can actually upload a video. You've got something for sale. We're product first. We believe working backwards: product, order form, options, sales page, content, website, right? We believe in working backwards because if you got something for sale, day one, you can start making money. And that's where you want to be at. But that's the order. You've got the domain, figure out what your product is going to be and your idea, get that down pat, then sign up for Kajabi, then build your website. You'll be fine. Okay.
All right. This question is from.
Do you see Becky at the top?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Now we're back in order.
Okay, this question is from Becky. She says, have you experimented with Kajabi's email marketing automation features yet? I'm wondering how powerful it is and how it compares to ConvertKit.
It's very, very comparable to ConvertKit. It's actually, I've not found anything that I can't do in Kajabi that I've not been able to do in Infusionsoft. And if you know anything about Infusionsoft, you know that it literally can do anything. It works a little different. Like there's a lot of if-then statements in their automations, whereas Infusionsoft is more dragging and dropping and putting things together and tagging and stuff like that. But I think it's plenty powerful enough to do everything that you need to do. Like right now, I've got the marketing sequence and the automations for Membership Masters. Like it goes in, they've got an order form, it's got an order bump, so they can add a price there. It goes to a thank you page. It has a one-click upsell. That one-click upsell automatically triggers an email sequence to sell the next thing. So like I've had no problem building anything, right, that I've ever been able to build anywhere else. And actually, I think it's smoother because it's really from a marketer's standpoint. It's from a marketer's mind. And it almost forces you down a simpler, like the one thing I love about Kajabi's interface is it's so clean. Like there's not so many options that you're so overwhelmed, and they're not trying to do all the bells and whistles. They're like, yeah, this is how you do this. And it's just A, B, C, connect everything together. So I've not been able to find anything I can't do. I wouldn't switch. I'm a marketer. I'm a copywriter. I'm an email marketer at heart. And I wouldn't dare go down a rabbit hole that wouldn't let me control my automations. But you can tag, you can connect, you can do all those things.
Especially for beginners. Like it's great. Okay. This question is from Rebecca. She says, I've realized I didn't get a spring break vacation and I've been working nonstop since the pandemic started. Should I step away from my online business for a week? It's so hard to stop in crisis mode. I'm starting to feel really anxious, and I'm wondering if the long-term stress is catching up with me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling the stress, Rebecca, take a week off. And you've got a powerful team. You know, let your
team handle it.
Let them step in, and then you maybe even rotate through your team, giving everybody a week off.
And you may not even need a full week. Like, just take a few days if you need to.
I had to stop working for 2 straight weeks. We were in the middle of that virtual summit that we had launched, and I feel so bad about it because I got deathly sick for a few days and just could not work, no energy, and our whole business went stop. We had just done a major promotion before that, so thank goodness we had done a lot of business right going into that. And it took me about 2 weeks. Once we got done with it, there was so much opportunity cost. We were so much behind. We had to like cut a bunch of stuff off. But I'm glad that I stopped working for a week and let my body heal. And like the last thing you want to do right now is get your immune system compromised, get stressed, get anxious, cortisol's flaring, you're getting sick. And that does nobody any good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would chill out. And also too, there's a lot of, I mean, gosh, there's just so much anxiety in the world right now. We're having trouble turning on the TV or anything because there's just everything is doom and gloom, and it really is all bad news. So yeah, maybe just unplug and get away from everything for a day or two and work with your team to rotate that stuff
I feel
out.
like even a few days, like if you just went into the weekend, maybe say you took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, right. And also,
that would
I
probably be
think it
good.
is a more of a one-day fix because it's hard to turn your brain off in one day. Like it takes 72 hours just to stop thinking about what's going on.
I'm pretty sure you never turn off. I don't think you have an off function.
I don't go off. I can't go off.
Okay.
All right. It is. So Amber said vicious trauma. What does it say? Vicarious trauma. Right.
Trauma.
We're seeing all these things happening, and it's like it feels like it's everywhere because it is.
Yeah,
everywhere.
and we've actually stopped watching the news because I mean they're just talking about this so much.
And and I don't want anybody's opinion. Like the only thing we've been doing, we've been watching the presidential briefing, but not the Q&A because that's a cluster disaster.
I don't even do that. I just read it afterward.
Yeah, I've been watching that in full to make sure I get the full story, words out of their mouth. I don't want to know what some pundit says on one of the news shows. And then we've been watching our governor in our state because that's what affects us, period. So like we've tuned out all the news, all that stuff, and we're just trying to stay focused on what we're doing. So, all right.
All right, we're still rolling. It cracks me up because before we started this, we're like, we're going to
wrap
up.
Cut this off early. The kids are freaking out. And we're like, let's just keep going. Answer questions. All right.
Okay. There's still a lot of you guys here, so we'll just keep rolling. All right. This question is from Daryl. He says, I watched How to Manage Your Finances, and I was wondering, what do you recommend in the beginning regarding financing your business when there isn't any income? Should I add personal money to my business bank account to pay for items or use a business credit card and pay off with personal funds? What should I do?
Don't go into debt if you don't help it, but I would definitely spend your own money. Where else are you going to get the money from? And again, if you want ROI, you have to risk and you have to invest. When we started our business, we sold everything. We sold our house. We sold our house. We sold treasured items, anything we could do. Like we went through, here's how it all started. It all started with, okay, I've got some money saved. I'm going to spend it on my business, but now I need a new course. Well, I've got this book that was signed by my favorite author, and that dude was dead. I literally waited in line for 2 hours to meet this man, my favorite author, get him to sign my book, take a picture with him and that book. And he was dead. There was no way to get another autograph book from him with me having that interaction. But that bought the course that taught me how to do email marketing. It was the greatest, probably the single best sacrifice and investment from an ROI standpoint that I could have ever made. We decided that we wanted to quit our job. We had a 2,400 square foot house. We sold it. We moved into a house that was built in the 30s and remodeled in the 70s and was half the mortgage so that we could invest that into our business.
Shane makes that sound really easy. I did not want to sell the house.
No,
I did not.
But I told Jocelyn, I said, hey, we can wait another year and quit our job, or we might, maybe, no sure thing, we could give ourselves an opportunity to maybe quit our job in September, in the fall. And I found this house on the market. This little old lady was moving out of it to move into like a nursing home or something, and it was going to be gone. There was nothing else in that price range that was that nice and like livable for our family. So we moved into that house, and lo and behold, it let us quit our job. Like we were willing to sacrifice the entire life we had to get to the life that we thought we could create. And you're going to have to do some of that in the beginning. Again, I don't recommend going into debt if you can help it.
And
but
remember,
even that is a risk you might have
deductible.
to take.
It is tax deductible. So like anything that you do for your business, you can tax deduct it at the end of the year.
So you're going to save a little bit that way.
Just keep that in mind.
And the punctuation on the end of that story is this, guys. We had a 2,400 square foot house, little cookie cutter neighborhood, but a nice new construction, had an above ground pool in the back. It was like a 20-foot diameter above ground pool.
Kind of miss my pool.
I do kind of miss the above ground pool, but we gave that up, not knowing what the future was going to be. We were able to quit our jobs. We weren't making a ton of money. We were making good money. Crazy. It was amazing that we were even making a living. But then 3 years later, we bought the house we live in now. It's 4,800 square feet, not counting the garage, which is twice as big as the house that we gave up. And instead of an above ground pool behind me, we have a 10-acre, 30-foot lake that we ride our own jet skis on. That's ours. Nobody else lives on this property. So you have to give up something to give yourself a chance to get something greater later. And you have to be willing to do that. So yes, put your personal money in. Yes, take the risk. That's who gets the reward. And just be safe, be careful, and take it one step at a time. Okay. Disclaimer: I did not tell Daryl to put his whole life savings in and lose everything.
No, please don't.
I'm not a lawyer or a financial advisor.
And we did not recommend you selling your house, Daryl. Don't
No,
go
don't
and tell
sell
your
your house.
wife that
Yeah,
Shayna Jocelyn
Shane
said
said sell my house. I heard him. It was said it. Don't do that.
If you agree together, that's cool. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let's see if anyone has. Do we have anyone who has not already asked a question? Kevin, I think down there.
I actually answered him in the chat.
Okay, and then
I think that's it.
Okay, so all right. So Stephen has one more question about the community. We'll wrap up with this call. Okay. Oh, I got two questions that I probably want to answer. Jill says, "Is the Membership Masters podcast live yet?" No, I'm shooting for May 15th.
Very soon. Very soon.
It is freaking epic. Like, you guys, I can't even tell you the people that I have interviewed. Last week, I interviewed John Lee Duvis, Stu McLaren, James Schramko, like freaking the
Robbie Baxter.
Robbie Kellerman Baxter, the author of the book, The Membership Economy, which is basically the precursor of everything that we've seen happening in the world.
It's one of the first membership books we read.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So I've been interviewing, and these are not like, we've got some members of the community that we've interviewed, like people who have over 1,000 members. Like, these are true membership masters. And like, these are not like short conversations. They're like an hour to 3 hours long. Like I've got one call. I talked to a guy for 2.5 hours, and we went down the rabbit hole. So it's a totally different podcast. You're going to love it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. These interviews are not released yet. The Membership Pastors podcast
but it
comes
is
out
going to be
very
soon. You will definitely get emails about it. I'm actually starting a podcast as well.
Charleston is too.
It's going to have some neon lights on the art. I'm really excited about that as an 80s child. So
very cool.
Be on the lookout for that.
Marketing mastery.
That's not it.
Oh, you changed it?
I had to change the name because that wasn't available.
I don't even know yet.
Master Local
Marketing. That's what it is. Okay. All right.
And if you know anybody who wants to like my Facebook page, I do have it up and running, kind of. I haven't really posted much on it, but it is there. So,
all right. Steven says, are there, what'd she say? Yeah.
She says, I graduated high school in 1980. I was born in March 1980.
All right. We just hired someone who you will meet probably on our next member call. Her name's Hannah. She's our new director of content. And her old email had 1996 in it.
And I was like, please don't tell me that.
That's when I graduated high school. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So
she's awesome.
She's amazing.
Like
you guys are going to love her. And then Steven says, are the previous member calls going to be available in the community? I was trying to search and could not find the most recent ones. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be available in the current form. I'm thinking it's going to be more of an archived format. Where we can go to a page and they're all linked, because you have to remember, we have done now probably over I don't even know how many member calls we've done, probably over 100 member calls since we started. And I know that we're now over 2,000 recorded questions. So that's like, it's gigabyte after gigabyte after gigabyte of video. So
we may do like that question, so many months.
Yeah. So that question, I think what we're definitely gonna do like the last 2 months at any given time. And then we're going to have some kind of archive thing where you guys will have access to them, but it might not be in, because that's just a massive amount of video storage. And I don't even know how to even do that. And also, a buddy of mine has a new product. It's I can't remember the exact name of it, but what it is you can take Q&As and you can timestamp them like in YouTube, and it creates a searchable database of the questions. So we're thinking about doing something like that with them. It would be like another like platform that you would log into. You can embed it and look through. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. So that's a solution that we've not found an answer to, but we can talk about it in the beta group. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll get more beta members out there. It looks like we have 2 spots left. So I'm going to drop this one more time. There are 2 spots left. I'm going to email this out if those 2 spots are still available in the morning to hundreds of Flip Your Life community members that might not have been here on the call tonight, to give them an opportunity for those 2 spots. But if you would like to jump in to that beta spot, and help me create the new Flip Your Life 2.0 community. It's going to be starting next week. We're going to be doing some beta calls, going to let people play, going to watch me build this as I go. You're going to log in every day. There's going to be new things, play around in the new forums, and just play with all the new tools and things that we've got. I'm going to give you access to some cool resources. We're going to have a couple of member calls. We are going to have, you're going to have access to the emails that I'm going to be launching with when I write those emails. to relaunch the community to our list, you're going to get access to those. And also, you're going to get first dibs at our new ambassador program, where you are going to be able to create monthly recurring revenue by recommending the Flip Your Life community. It's the first time we have ever launched an affiliate product for anything that we've ever done. So this is a really, really, really cool big deal. Okay. So I'm going to drop that link in one more time before we get off here tonight. What a great call. A lot of great success stories today. Some
Thank
amazing
you for your
questions.
If you didn't get your question answered, you can put it there in the community in the general discussion, and one of us will be in there to answer in the near future.
Yep. So if you did get logged in tonight, make sure that you are playing around in there and kind of looking at the new community stuff. The contact button the support button is already connected, I'm pretty sure. So if you see things in there, or you've got ideas, or you've got questions, click that support button and send us those recommendations. We will get I'll get the schedule out for when we're going to hang out and talk about the community, and you guys can ask me questions. Listen, I love criticism. I love ideas. I don't have all the great ideas. I'm just the template. I'm just the baseline. I want to build this community for you guys. It's why we recommend Kajabi. It's why we create the community in the way we do, because it's to help you guys start, build, and grow memberships of your own, so that you guys can do what we did, and that's change your family's future. Okay, so have a great night.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You guys have stuck around for a long time. So, bye.